What's going on, everyone, and welcome into Expected Bets for your go-to podcast for all things hockey betting. I am Gator Betting, joined by my two co-hosts today. We got Gretzky Betskis and Franco the Banker. We are on our penultimate team in the Atlantic Division, and what feels like have been some of our longest episodes so far, just given the discourse around this division. Tampa Bay lost in the first round last year. I believe I had them to upset Florida, so hand up on that one. Franco, Betsky had it. Franco was right.
I was Florida.
Second in the Atlantic last year, 102 points with a record of 47, 27, and 8. Looking at their stats from last season, they were inside the top 15 in every major category, ranking first in goals for per game. A few offseason additions, Betsky, but not much. They bring in Holmberg, few wingers. They lose Perbix, Glendening, Atkinson. Again, this is pretty much a similar team. They made a lot of trade deadline acquisitions last year that we liked that were hurt for the playoffs, but now they get to run that back for a full season. Their off-season additions don't tell the full story of the potential of this team, I feel like, when fully healthy.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think you're really having to look at Bjorkstrand and Gordy as the key additions here. So,
yeah, I would agree. Franco, the Vasilevsky news is kind of crazy going around this team right now. He hasn't been practicing. We've seen how this team can perform when Jonas Johansson is that 1A goalie. Which they ran back. Was that last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah,
I think that was 2 years ago. He started
2 years ago.
To start,
yeah,
that was fun. I mean, talk about overs.
Yeah, that was a fun month of October.
That was good.
Yep. And
I mean, I guess it just depends. Like how long is he out for? We don't really know as we're recording this, unfortunately, right? Like,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess as long as he's back at some. It doesn't hurt them too much, right? Like, I think the blue line is decent still. The forward depth is decent still. So, yeah, it's not ideal. Like, I don't think Johansson's a good goalie by any stretch, but as long as he doesn't move or as long as he's not gone for that long, then it's going to be all right. I think they'll survive.
And Vasilevsky did return today, actually, to practice.
Okay.
So.
Oh, there you go.
But I'm saying, talk about the ultimate chaos. The top two teams in the Atlantic lose key pieces to start the year off. You couldn't write a better script to start the NHL season if you were hoping for absolute chaos.
We aren't going to.
Yeah. Again, I mean, looking at this team too, everything looks pretty solid. Betsky, we talked about their strong depth at center. The wings look a little bit light, but it still seems like they have four solid lines rolling into this season. The top two pairs of defensemen look pretty solid. Even that third pair, too, doesn't look bad. This is a team that now has moved into the favorite for the Atlantic, and you're just wondering how many more cup runs kind of this core has in them.
Yeah, agreed. And maybe I'm a little too sour on them because of how they got manhandled by the Panthers in the playoffs, but I'm a little concerned of what this team is. It feels different without Stamkos there. Even though honestly Gensel's probably a better replacement right now anyways, but I have very mixed feelings of how this team will do. And maybe I'm overreacting to that.
I think you're overreacting.
What's the floor in your mind? Like, all right, I'll go ceiling, actually. Can they win a Stanley Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. There's just there's something that makes me uneasy about this team. I can't pinpoint what.
I think it was just getting burned last year. Honestly, you guys were high on this team going into the playoffs because of the additions, and literally those additions didn't play. And that's why I was kind of against them going in. Like, I thought Florida was finally getting healthy. It was like the opposite. Yeah. You know, obviously those players weren't fresh, you know, but they
yes, we know you're smarter than us.
No, I'm just saying that was the difference, right? They didn't the guys they added weren't there. So it was like a black hole. So now you're coming to the season with these guys healthy. Like, I think there's reason to be excited for this team. I think they could be pretty damn good.
And honestly, there is something about teams that have like been the same for so long that you're just kind of like bored of them a little bit, I guess. So maybe that's a little bit of a factor too, even though it's like only the second year at Gensel. But
and then there's all the hate of Kucherov, right? Like, of his, he's still ridiculous.
His stats are incredible.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. The guy looks like he's not trying out there, and it's like, oh, yeah, he just managed to put up another, basically.
This team's going to have two of their most important players not in the Olympics too. So
that's pretty big.
Yep.
True. I mean, Kucherov didn't want to go to the All-Star game, so maybe a nice little mid-season break for him there, along with Vasilevsky.
Yep.
They had 102 points last year. Their team total for this season is at 102.5. To make the playoffs, they are minus 550. No is plus 380. Division winner is now down to, I want to say, around plus 180. I have to update that. Let me check real quick. Yeah, plus 180.
Honestly, I'm not interested in any of those prices.
No,
I'm not either. No, yeah.
I think they'll be fine. I think they'll make the playoffs, but I'm not. I don't like the numbers. They'll probably go over.
But I feel like if they win the division, they exceed that 102.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to take their team total points over 102, is the value just on them to win the division at plus 180?
I don't love.
Yeah, I mean, before
division winner
before the Barkov news, I like this team at plus 260 to win the division. That I felt had some value. Now down to 180, it's kind of gone.
Yeah, I agree, and I know you can say this about every team. Like if they lose a superstar, what does the team look like? But if Kucherov goes down, I think this offense can still roll. But if they were to lose Hedman for a significant amount of time, then this starts to look a little bit more like a glass house too.
Yeah, that blue line without Hedman would look ugly.
Yep. So I'm just because of that, I'm not willing to do the points. I'm not willing to do division winner at that price.
No, it's too tight. Like the numbers are too tight.
Yep. I like that plus 800 on Ottawa way more.
Yes.
So
would you take them to win the conference or Stanley Cup now that they're kind of one of the favorites?
Now, conference starts to get a little bit more interesting to me.
4-1. Again, not a great price.
It's not.
Let's wait on the Vasilevsky news. How about that? I get he came back to practice, but is he 100% ready to go, or is he going to be limited early?
Totally.
If this team may lose a few games, has to start Johansson more than Vasi to start the season, you get a better number.
Would you rather take Florida right now at plus 550?
No.
For conference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know.
Because that number is only going to get better, right?
Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah, probably. Any awards you guys are looking at? I mean, Kucherov for the Art Ross won it last year, plus 450.
No, he's not winning it again.
Finalist for the Hart last season, was a runner-up the year before at 10-1.
I really like him. I thought he should have won it 2 years ago, but I thought the All-Star thing factored way too much into that voting.
Yeah.
Yeah. The hockey.
And I feel like they won it last year because they felt bad about that. He had the better season 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on Braden Point for Lady Bing and plus 450? He was the runner-up last season.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard not to. Who won it last season? Marner?
Oh, that's a good question.
Or
I'm
did
not sure.
Barkov?
Isn't Lady Bing another like kind of arbitrary award though? As far as like who they
You can't
award
take
it to?
penalties.
Yeah.
good.
That's like the main requirement.
Pretty much.
No
like,
penalties and good.
yeah.
I just feel like
Sportsmanship.
it's not like a super tangible thing where you're like, all right, this guy did this, so we're good. I'm gonna win it.
Yeah.
The equation's basically games played plus points, like with the least penalty minutes. That's basically how they're judging this award. In terms of who won it last year, and they pulled it up now. Kopitar. Now he's retiring this season.
Yep. Lock.
Fucking.
There you go.
Yeah,
well, that was a quick discussion.
Because even if Kopitar has less points than Point,
Yeah, he's gonna give it. They're
he's a
gonna
Hall of
give it to
Famer.
him.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's one of those arbitrary awards where like you're like, oh, I won this, and they're like, no, we're giving it to Kopitar anyway. Here you go.
totally.
Yeah, I had 5 more points and 2 less penalty minutes. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
it's going to
enough.
Kopitar.
Kopitar's the goat. Here
you go. Yeah, you try. Player props. For goals, Braden Point is at 39.5. He had 42 last season. Gensel at 33.5. He had 41 last year. Kucherov at 33.5. He had 37 last year. Betsky, you're nodding your head. I'm guessing you like one of those.
I really like the Gensel one. I mean,
yeah, at 33.5 with 41 last season.
Yeah.
Gives you more chance for error there. I feel like the Point one at almost at 40 essentially is tight. Like he can get there.
Yeah. But I even feel like he even took a step back with his goal scoring ability because of Gensel. And how the power play worked.
Franco, any goal props, or you want to get into some points?
No, I like the Gensel one. I think that's a nice number. 33.5, 41 last year is pretty good. So I think, given his role in this team, that's a nice number.
I think Gensel and Kucherov can both hit that goal total, 33.5. I don't think that's crazy at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Player points, Gensel at 74.5. He had 80 last year. Kucherov at 110. He had 121 last season. Before that, 144. Before that, 113. That's insane.
It's so
crazy.
You
figure he's like a shoo-in to get it, but like there's no way in hell I'm betting that.
Over 110, yeah.
If anything goes wrong, you just suck. If he misses like 5 or 10 games, you're probably stuck.
I mean, he played 78 last year.
Yeah.
So he missed 4.
4, yeah. He still had 121. The
Still
guy is a beast.
121.
The fact that like there's any hate towards this guy is just ridiculous. Like 121 points is just stupid.
144 the year prior. That's so insane. It's not even funny.
Yeah. Do you guys think we see a pickup back? Like, remember how crazy the goal race was 2 years ago with Matthews and everybody scoring a ton? Do you think it picks back up this year, or do you think it continues to decline? Because last year was like a decline a little bit, except for Ovechkin, who was just on the Russian gas apparently.
Are they going to juice the pucks this year?
It seemed like last year was like a very distinctive step back from the previous year.
No, scoring was down big time last year.
But like it was like there was a ton of excitement at the end of that year prior. Like, you know, McDavid was going for the points, and Kucherov was up there, and Matthews was up there. Like everybody, there was all these guys vying for like these crazy numbers, and then last year like felt like it went out with a whimper, kind of.
I mean, let's just look at the totals of last year's games. Pretty much all of them were near 5.5 or 6. The year prior, they were 6.5. We even had some 7s, like just based off just purely betting on the totals. You could see that scoring was down last year.
Yeah.
So you're not taking Kucherov at 110. Betsky, you taking either 74.5. I don't mind Gensel at 74.5. I think that's a live bet for sure.
Yep.
Vasilevsky at 34.5 wins. He had 38 last year.
Can't trust.
That's too high.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
do
too
any
high.
best.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't do anything on him right now.
Agreed. Any other props for this team? Let me scroll through them right now. Point to get 90 is at plus 350 at 82 and 90, and then 95 the past 3 years. I mean, he stays on the line with Kucherov and Gensel. I don't necessarily think that's undoable.
It's not this bad. It's the problem is I feel like all these numbers are so inflated to the point where like you just can't take anything for the most part. Except the Gensel goal one is my favorite of these. I think
that's fair.
Everything else is tight. Like not a big margin for error.
Yeah. Anything else before we wrap up this preview of the Tampa Bay Lightning?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. Yep. All right. We want to thank everyone for listening to today's episode of Expected Bets 4. Be sure to subscribe and like this video if you haven't done so already. Also, check us out on social media at Expected Bets 4 on Twitter and on Instagram. Once more, we appreciate you guys for listening, and we'll talk to you soon. See ya. What's going on, everyone? The NHL season is almost here, and we have something special for all the fans and bettors out there.
Yeah, right now, if you click the link in our description, you can get the full Tails package for $40 off. That is by using code SEASON25, and you can get our package that's normally $120 just for $80.
Yeah. In addition to that, you'll also get access to our one-stop shop betting guide loaded with team, player, individual team breakdowns, all the futures you could possibly want. So be sure to click that link in the description to sign up now.
Yeah, it's like ChatGTP put in an Excel sheet for you so you can rip through all of those future props. Again, make sure you're liking and subscribing all the Expected Bets 4 video content as well to help us grow. And we can't wait to be smacking in some parlays and straights with you all season long.